Claudia, what are you doing?
I'm eating my donut.
But we're rolling.
That's okay. I can help you talk.
Okay. Hi, this is Kevin.
Hi, I'm Claudia.
And welcome to the first episode of Unconventional Tea Time. So, Claudia, why are we here?
We are here because someone can't stop talking about their cults, their murder mysteries, and all that weird, funky stuff.
Yeah, that's me, eh?
Yeah, you're into that creepy stuff. Weird.
Well, and
creepy
you're
stuff.
into like relationships,
Yeah.
family, drama.
Yeah, okay, I'm into the drama. Okay, I
Yeah.
confess.
All
I'm
that
into
good stuff.
all that drama.
Are
A
you?
little spicy. So why are you into all these like mysteries, weird ass, creepy stuff?
Honestly, I think it's during the pandemic. I listened to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of them was on true crime. And the more I listened to it, the more intrigued I was. Like the minds of a serial killer, psychopath, like how they were brought up, their childhood, just everything, how it affects their mindset and why they do these things. Isn't it interesting?
It's weird. It's so
Well-
scary. How you find it so weird. It's creepy. Are you sure you yourself aren't like a
A
little
little bit of a psychopath.
maybe you kind of have to be like a little bit crazy,
Crazy.
to be like, yeah, that.
Well, now I'm gonna put it on you. You're
Why?
gonna hear all the story.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's catchy. Sometimes it's still drama too.
It
You
is.
got-
It
yeah,
is.
You got a little bit of flavor drama there, so.
Because like a lot of times, like you hear about the murder or like, the crime or whatever, but you want to know why, like
Yeah.
the backstory.
You want to know why and like where it all started, and usually you feel like there's like a reason why that all these events have happened, and
Yeah.
there's
Like-
like a pure like reason, like a
Yeah.
purpose or intention,
Right. What
reason
led to
why,
that?
Yeah,
You know?
I guess that's the interesting part.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna ask why I'm into my stories.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was a one-man show.
Excuse me. I'm here. I'm Claudia. I'm here too.
Why are you interested in relationships? What is it that you're doing? Relationships.
Yes,
Right.
relationships, loves, family, all that drama.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's really interesting because relationships are like all these parts. They play a big role in our lives. You know,
True.
I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, and used to be in a relationship. And there's all these different types of relationships. It's like 2023, so there's a lot of different types of relationships.
Oh yeah.
Like
For sure.
times have changed, so it's really interesting to see like what's out there,
Mm-hmm.
like what
One eternity later.
this world, and like how do people act, what's considered normal, and even like families. There's so many different types of blended families or different types of dynamics out there. So I find that very interesting, and like it in a sort of way I feel like I want to know like how people
No.
like went from their upbringings in a sense, like what made them
No, God,
like I
please,
think
no,
something
no.
ties in with like what kind of relationships or what kind of roles they play right now. It shapes
Definitely.
them from their,
Like their childhood, how they're raised.
Yeah, something like that, or something that was passed on, or like a tradition or some stuff like that.
And you're just like a very passionate person in general.
Thanks. That did sound a little not sincere.
It was. It really was.
And then, you know, we've known each other for a long time, so we're always telling each other, I'm telling Kevin, hey, you know this, you know, relationship, this person, or what do you think about that? And he'll always talk about his latest thing is talking about cults.
Yeah. They're so interesting. Like people would believe
So
anything.
weird. And I'm like, I don't know anything about that. So, but then again, it's really refreshing because I have
Yeah.
no idea. And
It's just very interesting and like different.
yeah, and then I don't know where you're gonna go with this. It's always like, ooh, a little surprise, stirring the pot, kind of thing. But it's all really interesting, and like, I guess in the end, we've been friends for like
How
what,
long?
16 years, almost 17 years.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
That's actually. Should we cheers to that?
Let's cheers. Cheers to being friends
Friendship.
for what? 16, it's 17 going by the end of this year. And by the way, I should ask, what are you drinking?
so I'm like swallowing the sago.
Sago.
I'm having a strawberry latte with sago.
How's the sago?
They're like these tiny little tapioca balls. It's like tiny pearls.
Yeah,
which,
the one at the bottom here.
Yeah, which like, it's like endless, and then every time you sip it, a huge mouthful comes in, and you're like choking.
Yeah.
It's not great for a podcast.
No, not the smartest idea we've had. And I am drinking your classic.
I love how I didn't ask that. I was like,
of course, again, not asking me anything. Doesn't care. Then that's how you know we've known each other for a while. I don't care about his story. Never asked you anyways. No, but I am drinking your classic milk tea with this is the herbal black grass jelly. Here, these like blocks of black jelly here, and at the bottom you can see
I feel
there's
like people that haven't had grass jelly before, like,
Pearls,
what the hell is that?
I just took a piece of grass and I made it into jello. It ain't that.
And grass jelly, why is it black?
I don't know what makes it black, but I don't know what the pearls. Why are the pearls black too? Sugar?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I think it's like but this one's not sweet. The glass jelly ain't sweet, that part. But it's like it gives like a texture. Sometimes you need something chewy, you know. Something to bite on. Or it gets a little boring after a little bit.
I don't know. I prefer my bubble tea, like, usually with nothing.
But you got your sago.
I know. That's like kind of regret it, but
well,
it's okay.
It came with it. But I like mine with a little something extra in it. Keep myself very busy while we're doing this podcast. I might choke on my pearls or my herbal grass jelly.
You say herbal?
Yes, I did. It's okay.
Herbal, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. You know what I mean. And we also have some donuts here.
Are these Krispy Kreme?
I got it from Walmart. They always do this sale where it's like,
Yeah.
and it came in a box of 12, so it's a lot. These are the last
No,
two.
no,
I didn't
no,
eat all
no.
of it by myself.
It's okay if you did.
No, I didn't.
don't have to-
I shared half with my sister.
Sure.
But I did.
Sure. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, you better. I swear. No, and I got one of us each. It's your classic glazed donut.
So is this gonna be a thing? We're gonna have a snack every episode.
Yeah, so we're gonna make things very challenging for ourselves. We're gonna talk
Great.
about our stories and then chew and maybe choke on this and also choke on our snacks. But it's tea time. You gotta always have tea and something to
True.
nibble on the
It's a,
side.
energizing meal of the day.
I love my food. I love my drinks. That's why we're here. No, we're not really here to share a story. I'm just here
Or
for
just
the...
to eat. So is this a
Yeah.
mukbang then?
Yeah, no, kind of. A mix. I'm
We're just
here
eating
for
little-
the
little
tea.
things.
It's a good excuse to have bubble tea and my little dessert.
I know.
And
I thought I
food.
was just coming here to have tea and dessert, not to like actually do a video.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm here.
Oh.
Nobody cares about your stories. Who cares about cults? Just joking. Anyways.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Finally, it is bright and sunny and it's not as cold anymore. So it's starting to...
Well, also because
heat
we
up.
did the time change.
Oh yeah, we did the time change. So, our days are getting longer now. We get some sunshine, some vitamin. Is it D or C? It's D, right?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, it's D. I know it.
You guys can correct
Or
me.
maybe it's both.
Maybe it's both.
It's okay. Whatever. I'll go search it up in a bit. I don't know.
We just lost a
Can
lot
you
of
just tell me?
subscribers.
Can you tell me?
D.
Yay! See, I was right. Go with your gut instinct. Anyways, I am happy about the sun. And I'm getting my vitamin D. Are you sure you're not lying to me? I'm questioning it. I
No,
don't
I'm
always
not.
trust him.
You can Google after and check.
I feel stupid either way because it's like I'm stupid for believing him.
I always tell you the truth.
No, you don't.
I tell you the facts.
Only your story is true, but everything else, I don't know. Plus, you like to be in the mind of a psychopathic killer.
So you gotta watch out.
Yeah, I'm trying to be careful. So I don't trust you. I will go look it up myself. I ain't asking you.
I'm right. It's D.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna still check it. So, how about you? How are you doing, Kevin?
I'm okay. I'm just glad it's end of the week and it is sunny. It's giving good vibes.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm also horrified.
Okay, that took a. Is it getting into the cult? Oh no, are you getting into a cult? Please tell me.
Remember?
Not.
Okay,
I'm
remember
not
before
gonna
I
trust
said.
what you say now.
I've always told you, out of our friend group, if anyone were to join a cult, it would be you first.
Okay, I'm sorry. With that direction, because you're the one interested in it, so I was expecting.
I'm trying to see. This is.
I'm not gonna join a cult.
I'm trying to share these cults and like crime stories with you, so that you don't fall for these things.
Oh, you're trying to get me
I'm
attached. That's the sound.
I'm trying to think for you and trying to like tell you not to believe in these things.
You ain't trying
And
to
watch
protect
out.
me. You're not trying to warn me. I feel like this is trying to like lure me in and be like, oh my god, I'm interested. Sign me up.
That's the opposite of what I want.
I didn't see that connection. I thought it was like to like.
We're like, oh, that sounds good.
You're
Maybe I
very
should be in there.
intrigued, right? And like, oh yeah. I understand. And I start getting like, I understand why you're into this. Sign me up.
Oh no. No, but I'm horrified because I started editing a little bit of the footage that we have.
Okay.
And then that first like moment when you hear your own voice
Oh.
and you play back and you see yourself.
I think it's the seeing myself part.
For me, it's both because I'm just like
I
extremely monotone.
can't hear myself.
And like the amount of work that goes into editing.
Yeah, that part. It's a whole new learning curve, and like, be patient with us. We're all like,
it'll get better, we promise.
Yeah, we'll try. Give us feedback. Please give us feedback, and we'll read it and improve. Work together.
Yeah.
Yes, I have to work with him.
Well, you can do all the editing if you want.
No, I'm
don't.
Good. No, I thought this is not a one-man thing. We're in it together. We're gonna do this together.
I think we need to write up a contract later.
Probably.
Yeah, we should. But yeah, so that's the editing part, and like learning all the settings and then the effects. It was very overwhelming.
It is. There's a lot you can do with editing. Like there's so much you can do, so many options now with the technology that we had. So it's a lot of learning. And we're starting new, so we'll get there. Slowly.
So are we going to address the elephant in the room?
Yeah. So what happened was we didn't make an intro video and we didn't make like a closing video for like any of our content yet. We made like a few
for the
videos.
For the first two clips.
We didn't.
We improved. We got better after.
Yeah. So this is like us just throwing it in now.
We got so excited to share the stories. We just like got here and we just immediately started filming and we forgot about the intro.
Yeah, we forgot to say why we are doing this, why we were passionate.
Claudia, what a great start.
Why are you putting this on me?
You're supposed to be the one that's like reminding us.
I'm only here when he doesn't want to do something.
Yeah, you can be here to
editing and just like, if something bad happens, it's your fault.
Yeah, you're the one that's in the background to make sure everything's running smoothly.
I didn't sign up for this. I'm here to sip my tea.
Me too.
So no one's gonna,
We're just gonna be drinking and eating.
Doesn't sound like it's gonna be a good start. We're just here for bubble tea. You're just here to stay tuned to watch us eat and drink bubble tea, basically. Or the story part. That's just a side piece.
Yeah, just an add-on. That's not the main focus.
That's actually the real truth now.
Are we gonna do the old-fashioned? Let's roll that clip.
And just like throw it in now.
Yeah. I feel like
we have to. We're so bad at this. This is like our first video, so yeah.
Anyways, hope you guys keep watching, and we hoping you enjoy the clip.
Roll it. A story for you today.
Okay.
Are you ready to hear it?
Yes, let's get into it.
Okay, so today's story revolves around two identical twins. Their names are Anna and Lucy Decinque. They're both 35 years old, and I'm just going to pull up a photo to show you what they look like.
Okay.
Okay, so this is them.
Oh, wow. Really identical.
Yeah, they look exactly the same. But most twins do. So, what do you think of twins? Just in general.
I think when I think of twins, I think about, the connection that they have. I often hear stories about like, like a twin who's like halfway across the world, and they'll feel like similar things, like events or pain, or just like the connection is really different.
So you feel like they have this telepathic sort of energy among them, and they can feel pain, or they can like read, or
they can sense the other twin is in danger,
and then they could read like their minds and stuff. And so my other question is, would you want to be a twin?
I think I would, in a sense, like that kind of bond that we just talked about. I think that's really special, and it's really interesting. It's hard to have the same feeling with just like a sibling, but a twin, you can like share the same,
even more,
life events because you're the same age, right? And then it's just that bond is so unique. But I wouldn't want to look the same, or like dress the same, or be the same person.
You just would want it for the companionship. Okay. And I think, like you would look alike, and you would have so much to share in common. Like you would go through so much together, as normal siblings would, but being, like you said, the same age, and then probably they have similar routines, or they gotta have something in common. Even though they're kind of twins and two different people, there's still that commonality. And
don't you think it's really cool that you can sense the other twin is in danger, or some sort of predicament?
It's kind of creepy, but like it's very cool. It's like a spiritual energy or something, and I don't think you could share that with everyone, for sure. And I actually thought that you wouldn't want to be a twin, actually.
Really?
Yeah, no, I thought you would want to be a twin, and even if you were, you would try your hardest to be as different as possible. I feel like you just strive to be your own person with your own thoughts, and you want to be like unique. You have to be your own person.
Yeah, you're right.
And like you just wouldn't want to share your identity with anyone else. So I think you would hate that.
Yeah, I want to be me.
Yeah,
I don't want to be the same.
But I didn't know. Okay, so you thought about the companionship. So that was
the bond. The bond is something that's very
precious. You think?
Yeah, it's very special, I think.
Okay, but yeah, there's a good and bad to everything. And for myself personally, I wouldn't want to be a twin, but I wouldn't be against it for the same reason. So I think it would be very cool to like have a best friend that's there for you forever, right? And they're always with you on your journey, or whatever your up and downs, you can experience that together. You would do that with your family, your sibling, but then this is even more closer.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then I guess like you just would share so much together, and you would be so close, and you could just make so many memories, and the bond would just be so strong. But I particularly just wouldn't want to be a twin I also don't want to look the same, like maybe just have those similarities, but I would want my own identity too. But I think it's really cool to have that bond. It's so precious, you know, and sacred and stuff. But
okay, so we're the same. We feel the same.
And I wouldn't want it particularly. I wouldn't be like, yes, I want to be a twin, but I wouldn't be against it. And if I was against it, just because I want to stand out for my own way, like my own identity. These twins are the ones that do everything together.
Hello there.
Okay.
So they are not the ones that want to be different. They're completely opposite. They just want to do everything together, be everything the same. Like, so they do a lot of things together. They shower together. They even go to the toilet at the same time. They dress and do their makake and hair all the same.
Toilet?
Yeah. So, yeah, like they go at the same time.
Sorry, I was thinking like the same toilet, but like
no, like okay, I'll meet you. I need to go right
different
now.
bathrooms, but same time.
Yeah, I'll send you a text and be like, I need to go to the toilet now, so you should go as well.
To match.
To match, I guess. So they really have to match each other in every way, not just like how they look, how they make themselves look, and how they dress. It's like also like their lifestyle, the way they run their lives. That's just also, that has to match and be in sync too. So that I mean, the first part actually doesn't sound too crazy with like sisters wanting to dress up together or do their hair, you know. That's not too crazy, but they go to the ultra extremes. Like, so like not like I said, lifestyle, the toilet, not just the toilet, but like coming down to like when they eat. Every bite, every crumb has to be measured exactly the same.
Wow, that's really extreme.
Like how much they eat. And then like when it comes to like if one twin was to go for a walk and walk 1 kilometer, you have to walk a kilometer.
Oh my gosh.
Because like it's to balance how they look exactly the same.
Oh right. So if you exercise a little bit, you have to do the same.
Yeah, like if I was
match.
to eat more than my twin, and then I like she eats less than me, or she works out more than me, then we're not gonna look the same.
That's true, right? So you have to literally match everything.
Yeah, because if they have a specific diet, then and I have a unhealthier lifestyle, then obviously we're not gonna look the same.
Right.
So they would have to do everything the same to look the same. And then in the sense, I guess it's also, you know, they do it for the fun of it, or like it's in sync.
So
it's
they truly want to do it.
It's like also probably like I have a partner there to do this diet with, or like eat with me the same way.
Okay.
Maybe it's
I
for
see.
both reasons, yeah.
Yeah.
And it all comes together. And for me, I think that just sounds very tiring though. It's very like exhausting to like, because they would have to be so in sync, and then I think it's just so restricted and it's so controlled and such a routine that you have to follow.
Right, like literally every part of your daily life you have to like go by your twin.
And you have to rely on the other person to make every choice in life.
Right.
Because eating is just one thing, going to the toilet is another thing. Then what else? Everything else. If I
can't
go
imagine.
here or go there, every action is like based on this other person. I can't really move about or do anything without first having a conversation with my twin and say, are you okay with this?
I don't think I can do that. It just feels so constricting.
Yeah, and like what if they weren't on the same page? There would be a problem. Like,
right. What if you can't decide on one thing?
you just have to compromise, because like they have to be the same, and if they do one thing, sometimes like there's consequences, or it's gonna affect your body a
Right.
certain way. Then the other twin has to do it. You have to feel, maybe they have to feel the same pain too.
Oh gosh.
Or same happiness. It's like, but then one of them might not feel that way. It's like, no, I'm not into that walk.
Yeah, what if you're just not in the mood?
Well,
But then you have to.
then I guess they just see you compromise. I guess they talk about it and be like, okay, so today I'm gonna be selfish. Tomorrow you can be selfish.
Okay.
But we're in it together. So I think the whole point of it, why it works, is maybe because they're in it together.
Right. They're very committed.
So if they're happy together, they're happy together. If they suffer, they suffer together.
Right. Okay. So the bond's very strong.
Yeah, but it's still exhausting. I wouldn't choose that.
Yeah, no. I can't.
It's I don't know, but I think you have to be passionate about it. There's some kind of determination.
Yeah, they both really, really need to want this to make it work.
And extreme willpower, because like I'm a lazy person. I don't want to go for a walk. If you're gonna go for a walk, I'm not gonna do it. I will try to convince you, no, I'm really tired. If I'm not feeling well, I'm not doing it. You're doing it yourself, or I'm gonna say you're staying at home today.
Then that sucks for the twin.
And then I'm gonna be selfish. I want to eat this pie. You're gonna eat it with me.
So you wouldn't be willing to compromise with the
Well,
the
I
other
guess
twin?
you have to compromise. Today will be my...
Yeah, what if your other twin's like really, really outdoorsy and like they want to hike?
Yeah, or
every
maybe
weekend?
or maybe each day the twin has like each day where they get to be selfish, and then the next day the other twin can be selfish.
That's fair.
That's fair, but they still have to do everything together that one day and somehow balance it out. But yeah, I think it would drive me crazy. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it for more than a few days. It's cool. It's, great to share that and like have that partner, but to have that partner where you have to decide everything based on them is also like...
Yeah. I don't think I can last any more than like 2 days.
Yeah. I mean, it's not worth it for me for that bond. Like, it takes away too much freedom.
Yeah.
To some extent.
And I like my freedom, so.
Another thing is, when I say they do everything, they share everything together, it doesn't just come down to food or diet or what they choose to do, actions in a day, or like how they look. It also comes down to like they romantically they share one partner.
Oh.
So like not just one thing, not just all these things, but also when it comes to like their love life, they share one partner together.
So a throuple.
Yeah, a throuple. And basically here I'll just show you. Their partner is Ben.
Okay.
And then here's just Ben with the 2 twins. That's Ben. Looks like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Looks like a nice guy. But yeah, they've been together for a while now, and I think 7 years at least. And now they're facing a bit of a challenge, working towards like trying to get married to Ben. Like they both want to be married to one person, which I don't know if that's legally possible.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They seem quite happy. But like their other challenge is that they want to start a family together. And it's not just a regular family.
What do you mean?
It's like the twins want to get pregnant at the same time together.
Of course they would.
Yeah, right? With everything they do together in the same already. So no shock, right?
Right.
And with one man, Ben. That, I don't know if that's really possible, considering it's just one man and having to get pregnant at the same time.
That's one busy man.
One busy man and requires a lot of luck. So eventually, I find out that I did some research. They do go see a doctor, and they explain their goals and their plans to the doctor. The doctor's a little puzzled with this kind of situation. He's never been.
Yeah, probably his first time ever.
But he's very nice. He's professional, so he really wants to help them. He is honest, though. He does tell them that being, 35 years old, there's like a low chance, like 15 to 25% chance every month for like a woman of their age, 35, to get pregnant, right? So hearing this, they were very disappointed. They really, really were passionate. They really wanted to get pregnant together. And they were quite disappointed. But
did they think it would be easy?
It's not easy. It's a very
you can't just like
complicated...
command, okay, we want to get pregnant at the same time we get pregnant.
And being 35, it's not easy. Like generally, I think it's not easy for any woman out there 35 years old to get pregnant.
How would you even do it? Did the doctor like...
No, but the twins were asking the doctor, like, would Ben have to be intimate with me first?
And then quickly, like, go to the other one?
Yeah. It was a very awkward question, but I think it's a fair question to ask the doctor. The doctor was, like, a little puzzled, like, how do you
answer that?
No. But, like, I guess something like that, because they have to get pregnant at the same time. I guess that's how it would happen. I feel like what would happen if only one twin got pregnant and the other didn't. I just think it would cause...
The other person would be so devastated.
It would be. It's like, oh, but what about me? And
yeah.
Why? You would feel like, what's wrong with my body? Why couldn't I get pregnant? And like, I just think it would really make the three of them just...
It would ruin that bond because you've done everything the same, like their whole lives, and then now this huge event.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
That twin would just feel like very depressed. Like,
yeah.
Like, and why not me? Or why couldn't I be part of this with you guys? Feel so left out. Mm-hmm. And I think the whole relationship, the dynamic, it just would ruin the sisters kind of, and it would hurt the whole relationship, the three of them. It would change them.
The vibe would be very different.
Yeah, and then what about the other twin? Is she going to give it up? Is she going to just like not have the baby? There would be like some type of like jealousy or
envy.
Yeah, envy. And then there will be a different treatment because when you're pregnant and you have to be more careful and your diet would have to change and the other one has to follow the exact same diet too.
And I think Ben would be, I guess, more loving to the pregnant one.
And you would have to. And they just wouldn't be the same anymore. They won't be. You cannot be the same. The
dynamics would be off. Yeah. The balance would be off.
One would be pregnant. The other's just a normal woman,
yeah.
It's so different. And being pregnant and not being pregnant, the like lifestyle, the whole everything, your body changes, hormones, everything. So I just don't see how they can make it happen. But I do still support the relationship. I just don't support that part of it, like that plan to get pregnant. I think getting married is completely fine. Like,
yeah, I think if they're happy and they're loving and they don't get jealous at all, I think the relationship works.
Oh, I've seen videos and they don't seem very jealous at all. They seem very all in sync. They seem very comfortable. It's like it feels like a family. It feels actually very sweet and natural. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like there's like insecurity or jealousy or resentment there. Right. There's nothing. It's like everyone is the same, equal. So I think that's really healthy, actually. I have a question for you though, Kevin.
Okay.
Do you think Ben is a lucky man, or do you think they, the twins, are lucky to have Ben, or both? What do you think?
I feel like when I first heard it, I feel like Ben's really lucky to get like have two girls after him. But then after hearing that they're literally the same person, I feel like he's kind of getting the short end of the stick, because he's giving up, working twice as hard, but you're getting the same girl. Results. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I think because you believe that if you're working twice as hard, you feel like there should be more reward, or like
I feel like in a throuple, you probably want someone that has that can offer something different than the other person. So there's a variety.
Oh, so you've thought about this. You've given.
I mean, like in a throuple, I just feel like if you're looking, like you would look for a third person because the other one isn't fulfilling you as in the whole, right?
So I see how you would like accept a deal like that under these conditions, right? It has to be different.
It has to be different. I have to get something else out of it.
Oh, okay. Or else it's not worth it.
Yeah, then just stick with the one person.
That is true. I think that's how most of the thruples work.
Yeah.
They're probably missing something from that.
Their current significant other.
Or why would you have the same when you already have that already? Yeah. I guess.
So when he first met the girls, is it just one of them or both of them?
They met together, and they were together all at the same time. But like that's why I think that there's no competition, there's no jealousy, because it's like we are together. Right. It's not one met who first.
They entered it together.
Yeah, all at once. And
that makes more sense.
The sisters were both together with him at the same time. Right. So I would feel like there's no competition. That's why it works. So they came as like a package deal.
2 for 1.
And it's like this is what you're gonna get, but this is also what you have to work for.
Okay.
The way he would have to like date them, and like the treatment,
he has to make sure that it's the same for both of the girls.
Yeah, and they do say that. It's like she was saying how like one of the twins was saying like if they're like sleeping in bed together, Ben's in the middle, one twin would be on one side, the other would be on the other side, and he would reach over, or he would turn to one twin and kiss her on the cheek. Then he would have to turn the other way and kiss her on the cheek right after that. So exactly the same. Wow. And I'm sure the sister would be like, no, you need to do this. It has to be exactly the same. You can't hold her hand and not hold my hand at the same time. And they say, yeah, he's usually holding both of their hands at the same time.
So that is very exhausting. Okay, yeah, then I stand firm with what I said. I think he's getting the short end of the stick.
Like, it's not about what he's getting. It's I think what he has to put out. That's what I think. It's fine what he's getting, even if he's getting same. He's getting twice of something more, something extra either way.
I guess.
I
guess you can see it as like he's getting double of the same thing that he likes.
Yeah.
So, okay, fine.
When you look at them, it's actually quite comfortable. So you don't see all that. It just works. It's like probably like a set routine, and they've done it for so many years. They're happy. They're very happy with it. They're happy that their best friend is there, and then their lover's right there. They got everything all at once. And it's like, with a lot of people who like enter relationships, like sometimes people drift apart. You can't, because you're making time for some other new like priority or making room for someone else in your life. And that takes away from balancing everything in your life. So
I mean, like from your friends and family.
yeah, so like life, you know, people get settled down and all that, and then sometimes you don't see your friends as much or you grow apart. Whereas for them, that won't happen because they got their best friend right there and their lover, so it's all happening at once.
That's pretty good.
Their bond wouldn't change. It's very convenient.
Right. It's like one big family.
Yeah, it's actually quite sweet. It's very wholesome. So I see it when it's not forced. It feels very like everyone's very happy.
Okay, well, if they're all happy and it's not forced and it's real, then yeah, I definitely support the relationship.
And they're not hurting anyone. So I guess like I'm not jealous. I sound jealous, but it's a very unique relationship, and it just flows very naturally. And there's really like there's bad, but then you know maybe
like you see the good side.
Maybe it does like measure out and balance out each other. So I mean, it works for them. I
wouldn't want that for myself, but
yeah, me
I love that for them.
Everyone is happy, truly. I think it seems very genuine, so I support their relationship too. Just like I'm more concerned about like that obsession that they have with
the
their
need
lifestyle.
to be the same.
Yeah, that seems a bit extreme. That everything
obsessive.
They have to, it's obsessive. So I'm more concerned in that way. That's where I think if they were to like, you know, not have this in sync thing for one day or something, I think it just would
throw them out of order.
Yeah, and it would just send them into chaos because suddenly it's like they're not in sync.
Something's off.
Something's function. Off. And I don't know how they would be able to function without the other person. So I'm more concerned about that, like mentally. It would affect them emotionally.
Like way too dependent together.
Yes, like going to the toilet together.
That.
Eating the same way. And what if one twin was like, I've had enough, I'm done. After 7 years or 30 years, I'm done eating the same meal, or I'm not going on that walk. Another concern would be like what we discussed earlier. I really do hope that they don't go along with trying to get pregnant. That just it's gonna cause a lot of problems.
Complications.
Like if they're happy now, don't ruin it. And so like even if they were to like just one of them gets pregnant or say two of them, it also would raise a lot of issues like how they would raise the kids, right?
I'm pretty sure they would be very controlling.
Yeah, and controlling in the way
that they want the kids to be the same.
Of course,
just like how they are.
And I feel like that would limit like being born and you have to dress the same way,
think the same way, feel the same way.
They would try to make the twins alike, I would say. And what if one had a boy, one had a girl? Like how can they make that happen?
Right.
And you would have to treat them equally as well. And Ben would have much more work to do.
more girls in the house.
Like maybe it's not girls, but just like there's 2 girls already that he has to like give out all this energy to. Then there's gonna be 2 more kids on top of that.
Right.
It's a lot of work. I mean, he'll be very blessed. I will say that. Blessed to have a lot of this, but like also like.
Can you imagine if they both had twins?
I don't know that.
Like twins having twins.
Yeah, you mean like, so
each of them have twins.
So like 4 kids. So how many is that? That's 2, 4, 6 in the family, and then he's the 7th. Oh my god,
that's a chaotic family.
That's a very big, busy family.
Busy.
I mean, good for them, blessed, but
is that blessed?
No. I think
for them.
I think the twins will feel like we're very blessed. Like, come on, they had such a low percentage chance to get pregnant, so
and yet they got twins.
Yeah, I think they will be. I think they'll still be happy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think.
I think that's what they would be looking for.
Yeah, and they'll be like, this is even better.
Yeah.
Not just like we got pregnant at the same time. We have twins.
Now it's so many more kids to mold to be the same.
Oh my god! But then it'll be like, oh my god, how many reflections?
Yeah, can you imagine that? Like seeing that family on the street.
That's
just like
that's
what?
4 of the kids looking the same.
Yeah.
That's 4 of
them.
them.
And the 2 moms looking the same.
And then pushing the baby carriage.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened here?
I would definitely have to like double take and be like, Did I just see that?
Yeah, like, what? Am I seeing double today?
Yeah.
And it would be very complicated. And growing up into that kind of family, you know, like if they're going to school, it just, like, you know, people talk and...
Yeah, I wonder what the other kids would think.
You know, like the other people they're going to school with, right? I think...
Like, I feel like they would either be very popular at school or just very bullied.
It's hard to keep it a secret, you know? Yeah. Like...
They'd be like, oh, you're the kid with the two moms that are identical twins.
And everywhere you go, like, even, like, you go out and eat.
Yeah.
People would, like, you know, talk about it and be like, what's the situation? Yeah. And it'd be like, what's going on? No. Because you would see two twins with one man. That's puzzling. Okay. Oops. They're with one man. And then you would see all these 4 kids. And then be like...
like, what is this? A cult?
So is it a quadruplet? But which one? Or no, we both had twins.
Yeah,
we are twins, and we both had twins.
It's very complicated.
Yeah, and it'd be hard to explain. This is your sibling. This is your cousin. This is who? What?
Yeah, what would be the relationship between the kids?
And like... I don't know if they could tell the 4 kids apart.
I think they don't want to.
They wouldn't want to. And I don't know if the kids themselves could tell the moms apart. It's very easy. Like, Ben is just Ben.
Right.
It's just one of...
That's pretty good.
But the moms...
It's funny. The moms and the kids, they're both confused about each other. It's like, I don't know who mom is, and I don't know which kid you are.
But I feel like the twins, they want that. They're like, oh, you can't tell us apart. Yeah, that's because we are the same.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then the kids is like, I don't know which one you are. Perfect.
Right. That's what we're working towards.
Oh my god. Oh, that would be...
But can you imagine if the kid's like, no, I know who my mom is. I know.
No, you don't know. I'm just your mom.
Yeah.
But I think they wouldn't separate. They would just be like, we're all your moms. Like,
yeah.
We together.
Yeah.
Are collectively. And you are all, even though the other twin had those children or that set of twins, you're still my children.
Yeah, just together.
Together, just as one whole big family.
Wait, so do you think Ben can tell the twins apart?
I would think so. Being together after 7 years, if I was like with someone for 7 years, I would think they should.
Yeah, there's gotta be some sort, like a body mark or like birthmark. Or like, that's different.
Just like a little bit in personality or like their routines, like a pattern, you know, something, you know, maybe how they drink water, maybe how they write, you know.
You don't think they would perfect it to be exactly
the same? Imagine if I'm just more artistic, okay? I'm just more skilled in art. But then you have to purposely draw to my level. Like the other one who's not as skilled. It's like... Down
grade here.
You cannot be this talented because I can't reach you. You're talent.
You gotta come down to match my level.
Oh my god. Or else then they wouldn't be the same. Then you could tell who wrote like that, or like their handwriting would have to be exactly the same.
Isn't that crazy? Like literally every single detail has to match.
So maybe he can tell. Do you think he can tell?
I think after you saying like they've been together for 7 years, I think
there's gotta be like
something different,
distinctive something like hard to catch because they won't let you catch it. They'll be like, no. And I'm sure if Ben was interviewed, can you tell the difference between the twins? Like, put him on the spot. Like, I don't think, because there's a lot of pressure. I think
a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the twins will be like, please say no. Please say
no.
Yeah,
the twins will be like, say no, you cannot tell us
We're
apart.
the same. We are the same. Because if he says, oh, no, you're not. Actually, when one does this, I would want someone to know me very well, distinctively.
Yeah.
That's a compliment. Yeah. That's like, wow, you've been paying attention.
Observant, you know me.
But they don't want that because they want to be exactly the same. So
you're saying like they'll be disappointed if Ben said, no, I can tell you guys apart.
Yeah, that'll be very hard. Like
we didn't work hard enough to be the same.
Yeah, they'll be very like, excuse me, I'm really offended, or just be sad. Like, we didn't achieve our goal.
They will have to like have a meeting and be like, okay, how can we improve?
Like an intervention.
Yeah, like,
be like,
we need to do better.
Okay, I'm gonna make a list, a paper and pen. So what exactly?
What else can we be like work on to be more the same of?
And it'd be like, what did you say? What do you mean? We are not exactly the same.
I think that would be
it
would be hard for them to hear.
And they will probably try to do everything to fix that problem.
Yeah, being that they're so obsessive.
Yeah, I mean, but so I guess in the sense Ben would be afraid to answer that question. The right answer would be say, no, I can't tell a difference.
And have they ever showed their parents at all?
They did actually talk about their dad. So their dad did pass away years ago.
Oh, okay.
And it was something that brought them way closer, the sisters. Like that bond initially just, I think, because they were like facing the same type of pain, and then they're twins, like you said. They can feel each other's pain. They know what they're going through, and you are going through that same thing together. And your
pain.
Best friend is there. So actually, when they were younger, they weren't so alike. It's just like later into their 20s, late 20s and 30s, they became more obsessed with being alike. And I think the father ties in with the father's death. Passing.
That's probably the trigger point.
Yeah, and it made them closer. I guess they probably just bonded over that, and it was like, hey, we're alike. Why? And I guess it was like maybe what started as an innocent, like, fun activity, like, oh, let's dress up, let's look alike, and then I guess they probably got a lot of attention from it too, and be like, oh, you guys look exactly the same. And
I'm assuming they like this kind of attention.
Yeah, and then I think that grows on people. You're it's like a positive feedback, I guess, and it feeds your, you crave that attention, and then it's fun, and why not? You're not hurting anyone, and it's your best friend.
And it's like part of their identity.
Yeah, they're happy with it. And they do seem like really nice people. So, like, personally, I think that, I want the best for them. 3. If not, as for sure, the 2 of the sisters.
Claudia, what are you doing?
I'm eating my donut.
We're rolling.
I can help you talk.
Okay.
Well, welcome back. So actually, we forgot to make like a closing video. As we mentioned earlier, we're very new to this, so we're just gonna throw this in now.
We're making such a good first impression.
I know, right? Advertising these donuts. That's my main purpose here.
Just eating.
Yeah. So, well, thanks for staying tuned and listening to my story this week.
Do you think we should do it as if we just came out of the video? Okay. Wow, Claudia, thanks for sharing that great story.
Yay, me. It was a great story.
No, it was.
It was an interesting one. So, next week, Kevin has a true crime story for us.
Our first one.
Yeah.
I think you'll like it.
Can't wait to hear all that weird, funky, creepy stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, if you like the story that you just heard and you would like to hear more, please like and subscribe for more. And join us next time on Unconventional Tea Time. Bye.
Bye.